You want to know what gets me going? Dropbox. Now look, we can do a poll, nice little poll by a show of likes and dislikes. So if you're familiar with this software and you've used it before, give us a like if you think Dropbox is the best, or if you prefer other file sharing software, by a certain drive that shall not be named, you can leave a dislike for that by clicking Alt F4 and just leaving me alone. I don't want to talk about Google Drive. Why does cloud storage get me going? Well, I'm glad you asked. Well, for one, it's the ultimate fail-safe. Hard drives, much like old Aunt Marie, they will eventually die. Now, if you could take your aunt's consciousness, stick it in a cloud, and have instant access to it anywhere from a phone, tablet, or drive, wouldn't you do that? The second reason is it's just a one-stop shop for your band files. It's all just in one place. Your demos, your art files, your vinyl waves, show posters, contracts, resumes, fun pictures of you and the gang, it's all just in the one place. It's just so convenient. It's convenient when you play festivals and they want a folder full of, photos of you playing live and information. It's convenient when after 5 years you've finally got enough coin to produce vinyl and the waves are all still there. It's convenient when you want to reprint old merchandise and you've still got all of your designs. The last reason it's really good is because for your bandmates. It's just like so convenient if they ever ask you, Big Steve goes, "Hey dude, do you know where that show poster is for that show we're playing tomorrow that I haven't promoted yet?" They didn't go, "Yeah dude, it's in the Dropbox folder under posters where the rest of them are." If putting a coaster under another person's drink on your own coffee table is the ultimate power move for a normie, then saying it's in the Dropbox, bro, is your minimum wage East Coast touring Hadouken. So today I'm gonna take you through the way in which I organize my Dropbox folder and all the files and everything in it, kind of so you can do the same thing. And now look, I know what you're thinking, and yes, you can copy my homework. I put a link in the description, just changed it up a bit so no one knows, and maybe subscribe on Patreon. I won't tell anyone. Now look, you can stop watching the video right now, it's totally fine, because basically I'm just gonna be taking you through everything and showing you the way in which I organize my Dropbox. It took me about 5 years to kind of properly get it organized to a point where I just have no problems anymore. Again, really dry stuff. But I've had a really big coffee this morning, so we should be able to whiz through it. It's only going to take about 5 minutes. I'm going to show you how I organize my folders for my band, and if you've downloaded my folder template below in the description, you can follow along at home. Groovy. Now, this is just how I do it, obviously. I encourage you to change your file organization to however suits you. I'm not going to be offended. I'm not even going to know, so that's a big plus. So the first thing to look at in the main folder is these numbered folders that we have here up the top. They're our releases, and inside those folders are all the same across every release. So your music, your videos, your promo, production assets, design assets, miscellaneous. Obviously your music is just your music, and videos I've just got separated into 4K and 1080p. When you have like a file sharing system, you can keep your files actually on your computer, so they physically stay there. If you've got 4K files on your computer that you only ever really use to upload to YouTube, you can actually right click and you can go Smart Sync and you can turn it to online only. That way you're not actually keeping a 4K file on your computer at all times. But I like to keep the 1080p just in case anytime I need to make like an advertisement or a montage video, whatever. Promo and live images, as it suggests, just your promo photos, anything for the release specifically, like promotional pictures, any live images that you use to promote the specific release. The next one is production assets. Now in production assets, that's everything that basically kind of gets made. So your merch print files for the release, CD print file templates, vinyl print file templates, anything you're kind of sending off to someone else to get manufactured should go into your production assets folder. Now design assets, that's generally my bread and butter. This is what I make for a lot of bands. This is all your like graphic design, marketing assets, anything that you use for, say, Facebook, Instagram, Google+. I don't know if you're using that, probably not. All goes in the design assets folder, so basically anything you're putting online. And then miscellaneous things like your band logo, any fonts that you may be using across all your releases, lyric documents, anything like that that's specific for the release. And again, that's the same across every single one of your release folders, and I've never run into any kind of issue. Everything I've had for a release basically fits into those 6 folders. Miscellaneous is a big help. You can chuck a lot in there. Then you've got your accounting folder, organized by financial year, obviously, but then documents and images, they're all organized just by year. And for reference, I put all our live photos into the images folder and tour show posters because they're not exactly like release specific. Lastly, you've got incoming and outgoing of invoices and third party. Invoices, more or less self-explanatory. Invoices incoming are any invoices that you get from other people. You back them up into your invoices incoming folder. Obviously by financial year as well, because this folder basically works in tandem with your accounting folder. Accounting is basically where you just keep all of your reports, like your Bandcamp sales, your distribution reports, your website sales, anything like that. So those two folders kind of go hand in hand. But the reason I separate it is because invoices are things that are coming into your band. And invoices outgoing, obviously, are invoices you send to other people. That's one of my favorite folders. That's the folder that shows that you're getting paid. Very good stuff. And then the last two folders, third party incoming and outgoing. Again, it's anything that's coming into your band from an outside source is third party incoming. So any merchandise designs you get made, I'd recommend like organizing it by designer and popping them in there. Any logos you get made from designers, pop them in there as well, and organize them by the name of your designer. Now, third party outgoing is all the things that are coming from your band outward. So anytime you get, if you get on a festival, they're going to ask for, like, say, a folder with some promotional images, a blurb about your band, all different things like that. A lot of the time there's quite a few different files. You can put that into a third party folder, call it Festival X, and have all your assets that you need to send outwards there. Any retail store designs, so if you're selling your merchandise to a certain store or anything like that, you can keep it back up in there. Anything that you go to get manufactured goes into third party outgoing, and then you'd obviously list it by the manufacturer. Now, you may have picked up on the fact that some things may double up here, in particular the merch files, and that's okay. Of all the things in your Dropbox, the things you get manufactured are probably the most important to have doubles of, even on an online file sharing service, but that's just me. It is one extra little step that could kind of get a bit confusing and convoluted, but I do like to keep double ups of all my merchandise production stuff. Anything that's getting manufactured, even if it's already in one of these release folders up here, I think it's a good thing to have a double of. Well done, that's everything. Cool, thanks for checking out today's episode of Band Buff MPC. You don't need me to say it anymore. You're a grown adult, you know the words. Click the buttons, give me money, and I'll see you next week. Thanks, guys.